Yeah, I've encountered the Beast Nemesis. He's a frustrating guy. Kind of hate him, and I think he needs a nerf. So is Gravithal, the new Chthonic Nemesis. But anyways, like I was saying, the stuff that combines to Inquisitor all feels like it's a lesser version of another thing. So, like, the Vindicator, I think the Warder is better, or even the Druid is better. The Mage Hunter and the Infiltrator, I think Spellbreaker does it better. I just feel like the Inquisitor, like, it's not dynamic enough to be different from those. Because it does so much stuff that the other classes do, and it's so supporty. I don't think it's ever, at least in its current state, I don't think it's ever going to be like a, like its equivalent other, like, similar things. If that makes sense. No, see, I think the Purifier is actually quite balanced. It's like a lesser version of a Commando to me. I think the only thing that's flipped is the Tactician. I think the Tactician is way better than the Blade Master. Or Witchblade, or there's a lot of things better than, or there are a lot of things that the Tactician. No, wait, what am I saying? There's a lot of things that are actually, like, better than a Blade Master, though. So that's not actually saying that much. But anyways, yeah, I think the Purifier's fine. Because the whole thing with a lot of the Inquis stuff is it requires good gear. Hey, Snugglebum. Welcome to the stream. Also, having a character that's just high damage isn't broken to me. Because there are plenty of characters that are just high damage. I think the Commando, though, is still better than the Tactician. That I will say. Hey, Lay. You made it here early. Like, I actually started early for a change. Like, I've been going for a half hour now. Yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Now, see, the thing about the Commando to me is it's proven, like, it's been tested for years to be really good, especially now. So to me, a lot of the Inquisitor stuff, the reason I'm not immediately saying it's broken is or overpowered is because it's still incredibly untested compared to what other class combos provide. And also, it's a little different for, like, say, the Necromancer, where it's like, there are obvious things it goes with that make it really good. Panetti's for the time being. Panetti's Devastation, get a mythical Spell Gaze, I have a mythical Arcanum Sigillus. I think everyone's made this build. So I'm kind of doing a me too on it. Best class combo for the Necro? There are 3. For different reasons.
That skill's not ready.
The Reaper, the Necro Nightblade, the Kabbalist, the Necro Occultist, and the Spellbinder, the Necro Arcanist, are the 3 big ones to me that make the Necro really good. And those 3 are like the 3 that showed up day 1 for the Necromancer. The thing about the Necromancer, though, is I personally think every other combo is suboptimal. Even though there's some things that can be done in the other classes, I think it's nowhere near as good as those 3. And if there's one thing the Inquisitor does do better, I think that all of the Inquisitor combinations are average to above average. I just think they aren't crazy broken like a lot of people are saying.
Well, if it isn't bio, I haven't been. I came upon these
The problem with the Witch Hunter is it's way too squishy, and the problem with the Warlock is it's too unsynergistic with itself. There's like maybe 2 good Warlock builds, both of which are obscenely gear dependent. Yeah, Ritualist I would say is upper B tier for the time being. Poison's broken though, like it's always been broken. Plus elemental doesn't only apply to abilities. Yeah, so percent elemental stuff like that on Overload, that applies to everything. That applies to your abilities. That applies to flat elemental damage you deal with your weapon. Flat elemental damage only happens on weapon swings. Only happens on things that have weapon damage. So, like Albrecht's does not gain any benefit from the flat elemental damage here. It will gain, the fire side will gain from the percent elemental damage here. And elemental is, for percents, it applies equally to fire, lightning, and cold. Flat elemental damage like this is split evenly between the 3. Yeah, you can link it. As long as it's Grim Tools, you can link it. I also think the Witch Hunter is going to have problems in the X-Pack content. It's got way too many ground effects for it to handle with the style of defense it has. Yeah, it's a hit and run class, but it's not going to mean anything if you have to run through like 5 Aether Swirlies and then you get your face pushed in because you touched 5 Aether Swirlies that are way overtuned damage-wise. The only reason, also with the,
Not ready.
with the Ritualist, why I'm saying it's still, like, upper B and not an A tier, at least on my tier list, is because, like I mentioned with the Inquisitor stuff, I don't think it's been proven to be as good as the Kabbalist or the Conjurer. I think all the parts are there for it to be really good. I just don't know how good. Hey, Tali. I don't know that I'd say a retaliation warden would be fun. But I mean, if you're having fun with it, more power to you. Like pet builds and retaliation builds, I'm not a particular fan of. Wild Blood and Vulgar. Does Wild Blood give you a second Briarthorn? Or is that a bleed thing? I'll look at it in a second, because I want to see if a Ritualist can be made better than what I have in my head presently. I'll look at it after I get Homestead activated.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
Oops. All three of these locations, name-wise, just bleed together for me. Oh, I know something I missed. Don't worry, I'm going back for it. then I'll actually sit down on looking at that ritual list. I have not tried a... I've not tried a Kabbalist, but they're powerful. They're definitely A tier. For basically the same reason that conjurers end up in A tier. Good synergy, near immortality, variety of builds. I mean, yeah, that's generally how you do pet builds. Did it seriously... Oh, it's down in the bottom. God damn it. Like, did it seriously block me off in all the places? No, I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that's the thing, is Sigil and Siphon together are... I obviously haven't done that, because I don't have a Kabbalist, but I can already tell you on paper that sounds strong. It's like Mirror and Mark of Torment together is strong.
These are... Don't see what's left. Where's...
It's just 10%. Gives you a 10% proc. It uses the base version. It'll generally tell you what the proc does damage wise anyways. It'll be like, so if you get something that's like of Fallen Skies and it gives you a Sky Shard, like it'll tell you the damage of that Sky Shard. It's always the base version too. So yeah.
I wasn't sure you'd make it. I wish that I'm going to check.
I wasn't sure you'd make it. Shut up, Ogrim.
I'll skip the pleasant. The Legion is split on.
Whoops.
I I see you've returned. The Legion is split on two fronts.
Koopa Cabra's stupid on Ultimate. Just... I can only shake my head at Koopa Cabra right now. Alright, let me check out this ritualist. Okay. It doesn't look bad. I'd probably say... Here, we'll put this up one more time. I'd probably say, for a ritualist, I'm most interested in like a drain essence-y type of thing. I mean, similarly with the Kabbalist, but... I think Drain Essence needs a big buff. All three channel abilities need buffs. IMHO. Okay, I'm gonna go get some water and use the restroom. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so pretty much all the voting went towards getting a Mage Hunter together. So let me put that in the title, actually. Mage Hunter leveling. Exclamation point. Putting an exclamation point makes it exciting.
I can't do that yet.
Watch how exciting this is. Exciting. And exciting.
Can't do that yet.
I kind of feel like I should be shouting, "Are you not entertained?" at the top of my voice. Look at the excitement.
That skill's not ready.
When will the excitement cease? This is amazing and absolutely a blast to watch. When will this insanity end? Ow. Jerks. Yeah, Druid's still gonna happen. I might do it off screen, maybe? Well, depending on your skill level, I would say anywhere between 40 and 50-ish for...
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, I don't even know why I'm stopping on these things. 40 to 50 for elite. 60 to 70 for ultimate. Because the biggest thing for ultimate is whenever you get your augments available, 70. And if you think you can handle ultimate without the resistance buffs those provide.
That skill's not ready.
Hey, Espresso. I mean, I prefer French press, but that's just me.
That skill's not ready.
So, Enforcer. I like it. I give it a 9. Only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is I don't like some of the monster designs at the very tail end of it. And I think some of the abilities in the classes are kind of meh. The new classes are kind of meh.
I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready.
And I mean more like meh as in not as in the ability what it does is bad, because I think Ravenous Earth, the ability's fine, like what it does. For me, it's more like Ravenous Earth doesn't fit flavor-wise with the rest of what the Necro does. Hey, Yukari. It's too much like Dreeg's Evil Eye for me, and the Necromancer, for whatever reason, controlling Earth doesn't... I mean, I get that it could be like a grave reference, but I don't know, it just doesn't jive with me. Yeah, Bone Harvest is cool, the Skeletons are cool. Reap Spirit, I think it needs a rework, but once it gets reworked in the way Devastation was, I think it's gonna be really good. But I think it needs a rework just to make it stronger.
That skill's not ready.
Because I think Reap Spirit is a lot like what Devastation was when your Arcanas first came out. What are your thoughts on items that were added, have modifiers and seals and such, and procs? I hate that they removed the procs, and I think they should restore all of the procs. I like the modifiers, though. The entire reason they removed those procs, by the way, is they just didn't want as many procs. But for some of the items, they're either necessary or they're an important part of what that item does. So, like, while Arcanum Sigillus, the mythical version, is pretty much an upgrade, losing the sigil, a lot of people lament that because they lost damage because of it. So, like, Aether Reach losing its proc basically means the mythic version of Aether Reach is useless. I actually just realized I have a bajillion points and I haven't put them in the things I wanted. I'm good at this game sometimes. Yeah, let's put that on Word of Pain. Okay, so we'll effectively have 3 points we can spend. For this character, I think I'm just gonna put points on the eel for now. Just get advantage. The advantage that provides. See, the thing is, some of the procs are necessary. Like I mentioned, Aether Reach, that proc is necessary for Albrecht's Aether Ray. And actually, Yukari, I'm surprised I'm not a little higher than 35 with this guy. Yeah, it feels almost a little arbitrary, or it's like, I don't know. It's like maybe they overvalued certain things. I'm looking at like mythical Aether Reach, and it's like maybe they overvalued the fact that they were giving you cooldown or cost reduction directly to Aether Ray, and it's like that's not the problem with Albrecht's Aether Ray right now. If you're running Albrecht's Aether Ray, you know how to deal with its energy cost. No, it's down here. Huh. Can't freeze her. Yeah, no legendaries for this guy yet.
Can't do that.
Do I have the beast color shoulders? I would absolutely trade for a mythic Star Fury amulet because I need one real bad. I don't know if I have the beast color shoulders though. I'm assuming you mean the mythical ones. I'll look after I beat the amalgamation.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
Nice, Yukari.
Skill's not ready. I can't do that yet.
Did he really need to do the little hya when he kicked the whoops, when he kicked the corpse?